Okay, so I did not think I would have to do this, but I had the AFC and the NFC videos all planned out. And then the Bengals upset the Steelers. So if you have not, go back to the AFC playoffs for Week 16, which will be the day before. I'm putting this video up on Wednesday. The AFC one will be up on Tuesday. Go back and watch that. I have a little part in the video of my pre-recorded from Monday and talking about how I don't think the Steelers are going to win. And it's just, really, really funny clip that I was so confident in the Steelers when I'm not. So go back, watch the AFC side. I had to go refilm that whole thing. I have decided I'm going to refilm the whole thing for the NFC side. This is just going to be a short little video. I'm just going to, clean some things up. I'm going to delete the one I had for the NFC planned out on Monday, and I'm going to put this one up instead. Because of a lot happened. Now, the Titans game matters even more for the Packers. So right now, again, the Steelers are in third place. Browns have to face the Jets, and the Steelers have to face the Colts. Well, right now, the Titans have the fourth seed. If the Titans lose and the Colts win, Colts can basically get the division. This is now it's almost a must win for the Titans and the Packers. Again, if you don't want to be 11-4, tied with the Saints and have a half game ahead against the Saints, you have to beat Tennessee. Tennessee, again, this is going to affect the AFC side of the playoff picture too. Beating Tennessee is going to help the Colts. Colts winning is going to help the Browns. Browns beating the Jets is going to help to make that Week 17 matchup against the Steelers, for the AFC North. And then this, beating the Titans helps the Packers keep a one-game lead. Because basically, I think, the Falcons next week? The Saints have the Falcons next week. So as long as we have a game lead on the Saints, we basically have the number one seed locked up. But we have to beat the Titans. And again, Saints, they have Falcons, and then can I get to their... Does this show? No, I don't think it will. I don't know who the Saints have week 17, but I'm guessing it's an easy game. I just went over this like a week ago. I don't remember who they have, but keeping that game lead on the Saints helps the Packers so much. Seahawks, they have the Rams next week. That is for the division. Right now, Rams are 9-5, coming off that loss to the Jets. If they beat the if they beat the Seahawks, they will claim the number 3 seed again. They have almost no chance. Seahawks and Rams have it's like a 5% chance whoever wins the division of getting that number 1 seed, but you need the Saints and the Packers to both lose out, which I don't think is going to happen. I think either Saints are going to win out or the Packers are going to win out. One of those teams is going to win out and get the number 1 seed. It's between Packers and Saints. It is. I don't think Seahawks or Rams, whoever's in that third slot, can get that at all. So if they beat the Seahawks, they move back up into that third slot. I think that's where they're going to stay, and then they're going to have a home playoff game in LA. Washington, and then obviously, Seattle would have to go on the road. And they basically would not have a playoff home game unless, again, all, 1 through 4 loses. And then, you have 5, 6, and 7 left. Yeah. That'd be interesting. Washington just lost to the Seahawks last week and still have a 1-game lead over the Giants, and now Dallas, who is back in contention, tied at 5-9 with the Giants, and they lead because I believe they have the tiebreaker. But if Dallas loses, Giants win, Washington loses next week, well, Giants have the tiebreaker, which means Giants will get that number 4 seed. So, that East is still wide open-ish. Again, I don't think their Eagles are making the playoffs. I really don't. There's not really a way I can see it happening at all. You're a game behind, basically second place, and then you're 2 games behind first place. You need everyone to lose 2 games. You have to win both games, and then you're not even guaranteed to get that number one in the East because of tiebreakers and whatnot. So Eagles are basically eliminated from playoff contention. It's just it is what it is. Then we already talked about the Rams. So moving down to the Bucks. Bucks. Right now you would be playing the Seahawks. So you're basically playing the Seahawks or the Rams right now. Whoever wins. Well, actually, you know what? If they win next week, they move up to the 5 seed again, because of whoever loses between the Seahawks and the Rams has a worse record than the Bucks. So, Bucks would then be again. I talked about this in my video that now no one's gonna see because I had to remake it. But if you're a Bucks fan, you want the number 5 seed. You want Dallas to win the division. You don't want to go. You saw how you played against the Giants. You don't want to go and play the Giants again. You don't want to go and play Washington's. That defense is good. On offense, they're a little shaky, but that defense is good. And we all know what happens to the Bucks when they play the Giants. I think the same thing can happen with Washington if they win the division. So if you're the Bucks, you're rooting for Dallas to win the division. You're rooting to play that defense, that sucky offense, and that's the team you want again. Because whoever loses between these 2 teams are going to move down to the 6th seed, no matter what. As long as the Bucks win. Now, I don't remember who they play next week, but if they somehow lose next week, then you're locked in at the 6th seed, and then you have to play the Rams or Seattle. And the Rams are to beat you, so I think you'd probably want Seattle over the Rams. Then 7th seed, I'm going to kind of talk about the 7th seed and 8th seed together. So, right now, Cardinals are in the 7th seed, a game ahead of the Bears. Vikings are basically out. They just lost to the Bears, and now they hold a tiebreaker and are 1 game ahead of the Vikings. So it's going to basically, that 7th seed is going to come down to how many games Arizona loses and how many games the Bears win. Now, the Bears still have the Packers coming up week 17, and I forget who they have week 16. But they have a chance. If they win out and Arizona drops 1 game, I believe they have a tiebreaker or something over the Cardinals. So their Bears are still very much alive. Again, Vikings, you drop a game behind the Bears and you're 2 games behind the Cardinals right now. There's no realistic way you can get it back in this. Obviously, if they beat the Saints this Friday on Christmas, they're still in it. But if the Saints beat them, they're eliminated. So week 16 is must win. But again, you need the Bears to lose. Not lose out, but you need the Bears to at least probably lose out. But then you also need the Cardinals too. So, I said I was going to talk about the 7th and 8th, but I'm grouping the Vikings into this too. You need a lot to happen. It's probably a 10% chance, 15% chance the Vikings can make the playoffs. But right now, Arizona's holding strong. So as long as they win out, they get the number 7 seed. Again, if they fall and the Bears win out, Bears can play the Packers backups if they rest. If the Packers rest their team for week 17. Which I don't know if they will, because again, that's a 3-week break basically. That's pretty insane to rest them for 3 weeks. So we'll see what happens. Again, this is probably you have some doors open here if your teams. Again, if you're the Bucks, you have to win to move up to that 5th seed. Again, you want Dallas here. You don't want the Giants again. I hated that. The refs literally bailed the Bucks out last time. It was a no. They picked up the flag, and the guy, the defender, actually got there early and hit the Giants. I think it was the running back who would have caught the ball, and it would have been a tie game going into overtime. But instead, picked up the flag. There was no second attempt at the 2-point conversion, which means Giants lost. So I think they're still salty about that loss. Again, Washington's defense is good. that offense, again, is shaky, but that defense is good, and you're going to have pressure on Brady, so you want Dallas to win. Dallas is the least threatening of the three. Again, Eagles are not going to make it. 99% chance they're not. I'm calling it right now. Again, everyone has to lose out, and then you have to worry about tiebreakers and whatnot, too. So I said this was going to be a quick video. Ended up being a little longer, but I just want to kind of speed run through it. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Again, if you have not seen that AFC video, I have to go back, redo everything. I added a clip in there of me from the original video that now no one will see because the Steelers lost. So if you have not seen that, go back and watch that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and we're out of here. Peace.